Denny Hamlin, 2 in a row. Yes, sir. He's on a roll. 4 wins this season, more than anybody else. That means he'll probably go into the playoffs, which start in Chicago in about a week or so. It's the top seed. Not bad. He's been erratic this year, but he's hot right now. And going into Richmond this weekend, it looks like it's Jeff Gordon versus Kyle Busch for that wild card spot. The top 10 guys in the points are all guaranteed spots in the chase right now. Tony Stewart, bad night, started from the pole, never challenged, ended up a lap or 2 down, never even in the game. Greg Biffle, about the same. Track was slick. We talked to Goodyear about Dale Earnhardt's tire out there at Kansas City, the blown right front. They don't have an answer on that. We talked about repaving this racetrack here because they can't afford to have a pothole gate like they had at Daytona a couple of years ago. Don't know what they're going to do about that. Got a lot of things going on. Denny Hamlin winning, but the big story, I think, Office Depot. Pulling out of NASCAR. Pulling off of Tony Stewart's car. Tony Stewart, the defending champion, losing his major sponsor. Bad move. Still trying to find a sponsor for teammate Ryan Newman. That leaves Danica Patrick, who had a pretty good night tonight. Finished 29th, all but 1 lap. Ran the whole race and didn't get into trouble. Good. Good job for her. And another thing, Gil Martin. 2 weeks, atop the box, Kevin Harvick turned things around. Kevin Harvick led a bunch of laps tonight. 150 miles. Had the good car the first half of the race. Faded a little bit the second half of the race. But all in all, he showed he's a big man for being able to bring Gil Martin back. And Gil Martin showed he's a big man for coming back to work with the guy that fired him at the end of last season. A little dramatic, if you ask me. Jimmie Johnson had a bad night too. I'm afraid that Jimmie Johnson made a mistake. Somehow he ended up on the inside of a 3-wide, squeezed Sam Hornish up against Ryan Newman. Ryan was not very happy, probably cost him a chance at the chase, and Jimmie didn't finish either. Martin Truex Jr., really good. Looked like it was his race down the stretch. And then Jamie McMurray blew a right front tire, brought out the last caution, set up a green-white checkered finish. And Denny Hamlin pulled away to win easily. Jeff Gordon versus Kyle Busch at Richmond for that final spot in the chase. And we met our buddy from Japan. Well, he's actually out of New York, from Boston. The biggest newspaper in Japan was covering this race. On the way up from the Republican convention to the Democratic convention in Charlotte, they're going to drop by the Hall of Fame and see what this NASCAR thing's all about. Might be a good pop for the sport. In Japan, 8 million circulation. Biggest, most influential newspaper in Japan covering NASCAR. It's got to be a plus. And right now, the sport needs some pluses. Chase is about to begin. I'm still banking on Jimmie Johnson, but I tell you, makes a mistake like that tonight, might have to rethink some of my game plan for the chase, which starts in Chicago in the middle of September. Bears country. I don't know. It's going to be a hard sell. We'll see what NASCAR can do. Denny Hamlin winning. Jeff Gordon versus Kyle Busch for that other wild card spot at Richmond. And Jeff knows he's got a ways to go to beat Kyle Busch up there. Mike Mullen from MikeMullen.net, Atlanta Motor Speedway, Sunday night.